Vintage animation nerd.
Tonight, the vintage animation and action figure nerd addresses the vintage animated obscurity that was Mightor. Another Alex Toth superhero. Another vintage animated obscurity that I was not introduced to until Cartoon Network. How do I get into Mightor? Tor was a young villager. He had a pet dragon named Tog. One day, Tor and Tog just happened to be in the right place at the right time and save a hermit from a giant T-Rex. Out of gratitude, Mr. Hermit gave Tor the Scrawny a magic club that converted Tor into Mightor. Clearly no relation. And his sort of measly, non-fire breathing dragon Tog turned into Tog, a fire breathing dragon. Also, no relation. And in case any of his fellow villagers, let alone their enemies, could have figured out the similarities, it was all okay because once someone was 2 steps off screen, they became stone deaf. I mean, he's waving his magic club around, well, holding aloft his magic club, not magic sword, magic club, and yelling at the top of his lungs, "By the power of..." Okay, he's yelling his own name at full volume. Mightor! And then he's Mightor. He saved his fellow villagers for the running time of 36 short episodes. He was paired alongside Moby Dick the Super Whale, or Hanna-Barbera's version thereof. Because this Moby wants to pal around with a couple of preteens and their pet seal named Scooby, who barked in a precursor voice to another Scooby. But this isn't about Moby Dick. This is about... Do I really have to stand up to do this? Let alone look down at the shirt. Where are you? Oh. This is about Mightor. Yes. And by the time I was introduced to the mighty Mightor, not only was it part of Cartoon Network, but Cartoon Network wasn't actually broadcasting the show Moby Dick and the Mighty Mightor formally. They were part of the world of super adventure, so they would pop up semi-randomly amongst Space Ghost or Birdman or the Herculoids or the Galaxy Trio or sometimes even the Impossibles or Frankenstein Jr. Some easy examples. How does it hold up? There were maybe 3 good shorts for the Mighty Mightor. 1 for Moby Dick, the super whale. Where can they be found? They are currently being broadcast on MeTV Tunes Saturday afternoons, so you can see them. And as with most content on MeTV Tunes, this may or may not be leading up to a Blu-ray re-release with remastered footage. You never know. Anyway, check it out. I'm Kent Brindley, the Vintage Animation Nerd. This has been Vintage Animation Obscurities. I'll see you soon. Oh hey, Vintage Animation Nerd here. I thank you for watching another Vintage Animation Obscurity with me. Hey, if I made you curious about this content, feel free to check out the content that I just described to you. If you enjoyed this or any of my other content, feel free to subscribe. Yes, over here. Thank you. And as always, be well. Vintage Animation Nerd and Action Figure Nerd. Here again. As always, good journey. Be well. Subscribe.